Obviously, we're used to having Zion down there. He gives us everything we need. And, we're trying to adjust, without having him. And, day by day, we're getting there, but, hopefully he'll be back soon.
You want to go through things where you don't have to make all these adjustments, but we've had to make a number of them. Overall, our kids have done a good job with them, and it's just that time of the year where you get worn down. Our guys played hard, man. They played hard and tough, and they didn't lose. Virginia Tech won. There's a big difference. Virginia Tech won a tough game.
Should be pointed out that Duke has lost in Blacksburg now 3 straight years, so this shouldn't be a stunner. The Hokies made it tough for Duke to get out and transition. They had just 9 transition points after averaging a Division I best 21.7 per game in their first 27. So let's take it to the table here. And again, Maria, you're sort of my personal Duke expert now.
That's what I'm here for.
I feel like you've been embedded with them for the last 2 weeks. So you hear him say we're getting worn down. You see R.J. Barrett struggling last night. What can you tell us?
First of all, congratulations to Buzz Williams. He's playing without Justin Robinson, and they're still be able to pull off that win against Duke. But I think the biggest thing that Coach K is pointing to is we talk about it all the time. Freshmen hit a wall at some point, and Duke is not only hitting the freshman wall, but they're being forced to do it without Zion Williamson. And you saw there R.J. Barrett coming back onto the court. I was told that he was sick early on. He had to go back and speak to the trainers. The athletic training staff had to get him back together for the second half, and you could see it almost in the numbers. He finished with 21 points after going 1 for 7. So his illness was affecting him, and a lot of the players were actually sick when they played against UNC as well. So kind of the flu running through that team.
Duke will find a way to get itself together. Zion's going to return, and before you know it, they may win the ACC Championship in the tournament. They may win it all. But these are first world problems. Trust me. Coaches around the country aren't complaining for Duke because they still have 3 or 4 other All-Americans that they trot out there every night about them being sick, about them hitting a wall, about them being tired. The biggest thing that jumps out to me about Duke's basketball team is, where's Tre Jones? Right?
Yeah.
So we know he locks down defensively, but on the offensive side, he's been giving them nothing these last couple of games without Zion in particular.
And look, we talked about their fatal flaw, and they have one. They can't shoot the ball from the outside. No team has ever shot the 3 as badly as they do and won the national championship, and we saw it again last night.
I think coming into that game against UVA, they were shooting at like 28% from 3. And the first time that we've ever seen them really knocking down shots from long range was against Virginia, and they were completely unstoppable. It's a completely different team. But what you hope in this case, Jalen, and if you're Coach K, that through this adversity, the team's learning. Because at the end of the day, I don't think it's about the ACC championship. It's about winning a national championship when you've got that many blue chippers on your roster.
And also, the one thing about Zion being out, it gives other guys a chance to get minutes, and the coaching staff get a chance to use some different lineups that they wouldn't normally get a chance to use. So it's going to build depth.
Let me ask you this. Do you know who Jack White is?
I do.
Do you know who Alex O'Connell is?
I do.
Those are the guys that have to knock down shots for them. Those are guys who have to step up and hit threes. And there might be names that you don't know back at home, but that's who Coach K is relying on from 3 right now.
And also, Greeny, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. When Duke struggles, they're going to look to Cam Reddish late to make a big shot. That happened yesterday.
He had the look last night.
He just missed it
I mean,
last night.
He won the game against Florida State with that big shot. He had that shot.